So, I'm out here early in the morning, like I normally do, walk around the yard, and there's some guy out here at Sweet Oak Hollow. I'll figure out what's going on here. Hey, buddy, what are you doing out here?
Is this your yard?
Yeah, this is my yard.
It's like a whole golf course back here. I saw it. I want to check it out.
Well, who are you?
Well, that's kind of a long story, and I haven't had my coffee yet. What's up, guys? My name is Matt. I used to be a professional wake skater. Then I was helping trim trees at a church, and I got electrocuted. I've had over 70 operations, received over 12,000 volts, and since getting out of a coma, it's been a tough road back. But now, I get to travel the world and share my story, hear other people's stories along the way, and do some cool stuff. Check it out. That though we can't always change our situation, we can always change our attitude and persevere. God.
Dang, that's a pretty crazy story.
Yeah, can we golf?
Yeah, no, we can golf, but I have to tell you, the greens fees before we can golf are that you have to do the golf course maintenance.
Okay.
Looks amazing.
Thank you. My first time mowing a green.
Well, Matt, I guess nobody told you that Sweet Oak Hollow has a very strict dress code.
That's right, Matt. You got a collared shirts are the policy out here.
Thought there was an exception because my nipples were burnt off.
Let's find out more about that. Let's go! So you golf much?
Yeah, all the time. I mean, I haven't in like 8 years, but I mean, since I got electrocuted, I haven't.
Oh. Well, don't worry. This video has nothing to do with golf.
However, though, I do think it's only right that Right Tool gets first honors on the new course that he built out here. I'm not going to hit the first shot, so Right Tool, you should definitely hit the first shot on Sweet Oak Hollow version 2, I guess we're calling it.
V2? All right.
V2.
Beta version.
You just want him to be the one to hit the house.
I don't want to be.
This is pressure.
Right Tool strikes a pure beauty down near the cart path, into the rough. You'll be lucky to find that one.
So what inspired the golf course? You just like golf courses?
I like the maintenance. He likes the golf.
Honestly, yeah, I used to love golf.
You still do, but you used to as well.
I still do love golf.
Oh, wow.
Pond!
That is a risky line right there, right at the flagstick. Oh! That's a superb shot. Miss those bunkers. And he did.
Maybe we should have started on these.
This is gonna be a long day.
We're on the fairway. Let's go. Feel good about that?
I'm really feel good about that.
So look at that. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's 2 balls up there, and then we're right here. All 3 of us are in the fairway.
Yeah, I'd say we're all golfers at this point. No!
Did you hear Ryan singing? This dude, the head greenskeeper up here was singing on the mower in Matt's backswing. He's still singing up there.
You know, to his
Yeah, that would have
defense,
been on the green for sure
Right.
if it wasn't for this.
we would fire him, but the poor greenskeeper is his first job, and he's never worked with players on the course. At the meeting tomorrow morning, we'll have to talk with him.
We'll have the
about
board talk to him.
We'll have the board talk to him. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to him. The house. 2 points. It's in my yard. It's still in my yard.
I'm sorry.
Oh boy. Oh man. And he's dancing.
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Nice, sitting pretty.
Right through the gateway.
Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
Right Tool, can I talk to you?
What's up?
I don't like the Jeep on the green or the fairway. I don't like that. I mowed that this morning. It was fresh, pristine.
I'm sorry. I don't like.
Get a golf cart. Get a golf cart. That's all I'm
I'll
asking.
try.
That's all I'm asking.
Sorry.
Matt set for his 46-yard leader pitch shot, trying not to make a divot in right tool's yard. He takes a beautiful swing. It heads straight towards the rock garden. Takes a good bounce. Takes a very good bounce. Very good bounce over the rock garden and over the bridge. The crowd is going wild. It is just the 2 members in the crowd are loving it.
What does hitting out of here look like?
Nah, you get relief from that. The guy who built this bridge is some yahoo, so you get relief from that.
We'll just drop it here.
Yay!
Don't you dare hit my bridge. Or the grass.
I'll edit that out.
Here we go.
Oh, hit
Too
it.
much power. I can't get on this green.
This is a tough green.
It is a small green. Yeah, this one's one of the tougher greens here at Sweet Oak Hollow.
Yeah. Green's actually looking really nice.
Yeah, the guy who mowed it did an awesome job. My whole life's work up to this moment. And I blew it.
Didn't hit it. Channel your inner Phil Mickelson.
Nice. So Matt and I actually met in college. We're both still pretty young, still spry fellas.
Young chippers.
And but met in college, and this was before either one of your accidents. Matt's had 2 accidents that brought him to the brink of death. Definitely should have died twice, at least.
Yeah.
But now, you know, you've got a family. You've got 3 kids. I've got 3 kids. But you're traveling the world, telling your story. What are you telling people? What's the story?
Yeah, and for me, the story's so much less about me and more about you guys. It's more about them. It's this idea that my story is just one example of how God can work in good things and bad things and everything in between, and really get people to think about what matters in life. Like when people ask about my scars, all my scars do is open doors. I've gotten to speak at leadership events where I'm the youngest person by a long shot, and I'm like, I should be learning from you guys, but you want to hear from me because of this. So what is the message I'm trying to give? And it's really that my scars are on my arms for the whole world to see, but some of the deepest scars are what's unseen. If I put 10 people up against a wall, on average, 7 of them come from broken homes, 3 of them have been abused, 8 of them have had cancer impact their family directly. It's like we carry around deep wounds and deep scars. We all have scars, and we can't always choose our challenges. I mean, there's fun challenges. Like, I built an athletic career, that was awesome. You've built an incredible yard, and that's awesome. You know, there are fun challenges, but then there's tough ones that we don't choose. But we have choices within them. So how are we not being so passive about our life and letting our struggles and our day-to-day kind of push us around, and in a way pushing back and saying, okay, well, I have to do this. Like, I got to go to school, I got to go to work, I've got to do this thing. But what choices do I have within that? While I'm at work, who am I going to meet? Who am I going to learn from? Who am I going to pour into? How am I going to grow? How am I going to brighten someone's day? And, you know, I was so focused on my career at a young age. I turned pro at, 15 years old, and got all these sponsors and was getting free stuff and paying contracts and paid to fly around the world. And it happened so fast that it was almost like all my dreams came true. Action sports people by no means are really celebrities, but in my mind it was kind of like, okay, you walk up to some little kid on a baseball field, what do you want to do? I want to play baseball, and get paid to do it. That's what happened to me. I got paid to do what I loved, and at the top it was sort of empty. It was like, even though I was somebody that professed to, I'm a Christian athlete, I want to put others first, the reality of the difference in what I said and what I did was so different. Like, the reality of my life was, it was about more money, more exposure, more sponsors, more for me. And I just got to this point where it was like, where do God and others fit into this me world? And it always seemed like there was this next thing that was going to be it. Like, I remember just saying, man, if I could just get a big sponsor, I'd really feel like I've arrived and I've made it. And that was like, if you get to like a Mountain Dew or a Nike, whatever, that's like it. And then I got that, and it's like, well, if I had a signature board that was on shelves, like, that's the thing. That, well, if I had the cover of a magazine, well, if I got Trick of the Year, that was like the biggest award in our industry. And one by one, these things happen, and it's like, okay, that was cool. What's next? And I don't know what your goals are, your dreams, but if they're about you and they don't include others, they don't include giving back and serving people, like, it's going to be empty. The curtain's pulled back and it's kind of smoke and mirrors. So for me, I realized that at a young age, and then even further as you grow. Like, that's when we met. As I kind of walked out of my career to go to school, and I didn't know what I was going to do after school. I thought maybe go dig wells in Africa or something. And then the weekend of graduation, I actually have this big accident, the first one, and have this long recovery, get back on my feet, and then within a year of being recovered, so 2 years since the accident, I get electrocuted, and it's this life-changing, forever life-changing accident that I am left with scars and nerve pain and things that I deal with daily. And it's just kind of like, as it evolved, I never wanted to be a speaker. I actually hate public speaking, so it's pretty funny that I'm a public speaker. But it's more of a means too. It's not about the speaking, it's about the message that I want to help people discover their stories. I think the idea of story is what I'm most passionate about. Most people, if you ask them, what is your story? They don't know how to answer that. They're like, well, I'm from Arkansas and I do this. And it's like, that's where you're from and what you do, but what our story is so much more about who we are than what we do. The things we do are a part of that journey. And you start to realize, like, who you are at your core. What are your strengths? What are your gifts? How can you serve your community? How can you serve the people around you? And it's amazing. The difference between good and great isn't much, but it is a difference. And it's so crazy how easy it is to just brighten someone's day, or to do something that just kind of, I don't know, impacts them, that they'll remember for a long time. It doesn't take a lot of money or your time, but just to kind of break out of our patterns and say, hey, I recognize you, I see you, you're awesome, I believe in you, even if nobody else is. And to be able to come alongside people and help them, I guess, pursue their dreams and encourage them in that direction, like, that's what life's about to me.
So what are you up to now? What's next for Matt Manzari?
Yeah, so for me right now, there's a couple things I've been working on. One that I love is we have this nonprofit called Operation Wake Surf, and we started that to kind of spread the message. I know what it's like to be in the hospital for almost a year, and the last thing on your mind is a day on the lake or a vacation. And when you look at trauma patients, first responded, wounded warriors, first responders, all these people, the depression, the suicide rates is so high. And so we try to kind of break that pattern. And, you know, I have the honor of being a part of a few of the events, but really this guy, Robbie Mushhop, is heading up. He's doing events all the time. But we take these guys and girls out and say, hey, let's have a day on the water. Because you go up to a group of wounded warriors, they probably don't want to go sit in a chair and talk to some psych, but they'll go learn to wake surf. And you get out in the water and pretty quickly they realize, hey, everyone here has been where I've been, done what I've done, and they get it. And maybe, you know, even though we're there to wake surf, I think it's about something much bigger, that maybe they take a step towards healing, and, you know, even just sharing in confidence with somebody else on the boat that gets it, that, hey, I'm going through some stuff right now, and maybe it's time to talk about that stuff. And man, we have a blast. We teach them how to get up. We have adaptive gear. We can get, if you're a paraplegic or amputee, we can get you up on the water, and it's just a blast. So we've been having a lot of fun with that. I did actually go for a well project in Africa last year with World Vision. They're like my favorite as far as like the big nonprofits, and they brought me to Rwanda, and they have this big push they're focused on. That there's been thousands of wells dug around the world, but the problem's never been solved for a country. And people look at international giving as this like endless bucket. And so we went over, and they have this big push that by 2024, every person in Rwanda will have clean drinking water. So we're gonna fix the problem for Rwanda. So that's a really cool thing to be part of as well.
So Matt will give me the websites. We'll definitely put links in the description. If these things are interesting to you and you want to support those missions, definitely go check those out. Like I said, they'll be down in the description for you. Matt, it's been fun out here playing golf, and we apologize if you came here for quality golf content. You came to the wrong video, and I think you figured that out already. But
it's been real, it's been fun, it's been real fun.
So this has been the first installment in a series I hope to continue. I actually have some other guests lined up to do the same thing, so hope you enjoyed it, and hope you'll tune in for the next one. See you later.
See you guys.